When EMTs are desperately needed across the country, it's becoming easier for future first responders in rural communities to get trained.
Yeah, some good news. Fox Carolina's Anna Arender shares how a new grant is helping expand training across the state.
Well, Tori, Justin, a $35,000 grant is allowing one organization to really revamp the current EMT training programs in South Carolina, going virtual, making education work for students who might not have been able to attend in person.
It's really good for me that I don't have to sit in a class all day and then go to work at night. So I get to sleep during the day and then I get to progress at my own pace.
Online EMT training for 20-year-old Josh Ziegler is a game changer.
You meet once a week virtually. So you meet on a computer and then you have a series of chapter videos, tests, and you have module exams. And then once every other Saturday, you go and meet in person and do your in-person labs.
Ziegler lives in St. Matthews near Columbia. He works as a dispatcher for the Calhoun County Sheriff's Office and is a volunteer firefighter for 2 different departments.
My goal is to be a fire paramedic.
Agencies across the nation are reporting a major EMT shortage. The American Ambulance Association says the turnover rate is 20 to 30%. The organization expects that by 2030, 40,000 more EMT workers will be needed to meet demand.
It's crucially important to ensure that we have access, particularly to EMS and EMS in some of our rural communities. Oftentimes, that's really the only medicine, or at least the first provider that they've seen, oftentimes in years or even decades.
Austin Mandeville with the South Carolina EMS Association says although there are several EMT training programs in the state, they're not reaching everyone.
That particularly within our rural communities, there really is limited access for folks to get into the EMS profession.
Mandeville is part of the movement to bring online learning to students like Ziegler. It's a shortage Mandeville says we're seeing here on the local level too.
And where we hope to be able to go with this is that we have 100% staffing, right? Where it's never a concern for an agency that needs to provide service to a new community or a rural community that maybe has limited service, for them to not have to make the decision of where do they move service from. Rather, let's put up new service. We have a plethora of providers.
He says with the $35,000 education grant from PowerEd, the SCEMSA can help combat the shortage and provide more well-rounded education for students.
Well, if you're interested in becoming an EMT or learning more about their program, you can visit our website, foxcarolina.com. I'm Anna Arender for Fox Carolina News.